my name is Andrea Mcdonald, and I came here from a place called Port Orchard in kind of in the Seattle area of Washington State. And I lived there from the time I was 8 years old. So kind of used to the gloomy weather, kind of cold all the time. Definitely different terrain from Florida, lots of mountains, lots of puddles. I guess we have those here too, but just totally different place. I owned, starting in 2004, I was pregnant and bought a small fitness club that I had been managing from the owner who was ready to retire. He wanted to move someplace sunny, and so I said, okay, I'll do it. So I got into this. It was a 22,000 square foot fitness club, and managed that until 2021 when I sold it. And that kind of facilitated my journey down to Florida. Well, I knew from some travels I started in 2020 that I wanted to live near my friend Vicki Chappell, who actually lives in this neighborhood as well now, although I was the first one to contract with a home here. Vicki was the mother of my very best childhood friend who actually died when we were 19, which is a terrible story, hit by a drunk driver. And after that, I lost touch with Vicki and my friend Shelley's brothers, just because, those were the days when you couldn't find anybody. And I don't remember how I looked, but I think when the internet came to kind of really be a thing, I searched, and I only knew her as a different last name. And so I couldn't find her. And then finally, one day in probably like 2000, maybe 17, 18, it occurred to me that maybe her brothers would be on Facebook. So I thought, okay. So I started searching, and I found her oldest son, Shane, on Facebook. So I messaged him. I went in there and I said, hey, my name is Andrea, and I used to live in Marysville, Washington. Did you live there? I was best friends with a girl named Shelley. Was she your sister? And sure enough, that was it. And so we had some really nice messages back and forth, and then he connected me with his mother, Vicki, who actually lives in Mosaic as well. So Vicki Chappell, she lives here, and we actually live around the corner from each other. So it's really super cool. So that was kind of what paved my decision to this particular area. Well, we looked at Rivertown up in, I guess that's considered Jacksonville. Yeah. So we looked up there, and we liked the homes in the area. Thought it was a great community. The community centers looked amazing. But we got done looking and then kind of went, well, let's go have a bite to eat, maybe a beer. And we're like, there's no place it was 7 miles away to go get a beer and a bite. And so we were just like, wow, that seems kind of weird. Like, we're kind of in the middle of nowhere. And I had been talking to Vicki kind of online, and we'd seen her a few times. And at one point she wrote me this long email saying, you might want to consider Daytona Beach. And she listed a whole host of reasons why that might be a good idea. And some of them were, there is so much to do down here. There's shopping everywhere. There's just fun stuff no matter which way you turn. I mean, if you look for a pet store, it's like you can Google it, and you'll find 4 of them 15 minutes away to choose from. I mean, it's just, there's everything everywhere. And so we came down, we had come to look at Rivertown, and then I called the ICI office and I said, hey, I'm thinking maybe I want to look at homes. And I got Haley. I don't know if she's with the company anymore, but she took us around, and we decided that day to go ahead and contract with Mosaic. It was good. I mean, I loved the design center, and we just had a great time doing that process. Haley was wonderful. She was very responsive to our questions and concerns, and we built a pool on our house, which is, I love having a pool to swim in at night. I just adore it. I love my back. It's like another room. I mean, it's just an amazing experience. So it's been great. It's been awesome. It was a really good experience. It wasn't even frustrating, which was, people talk about building homes and how it can be so stressful. It really wasn't. I mean, I think the only thing was that I was really antsy to get it done. But from what I understand, ours went pretty fast. So that's what people say. My active lifestyle. I've been really super active for a long time. Since the mid 90s, I've been teaching fitness classes, and then I owned the gym and I taught group exercise classes there. So I've continued to do that in Mosaic. I run. People see me on the road all the time. So I'm out running. I wave to my neighbors all the time. We've got the gym here. It's a really great little gym to have. My daughters love the gym as well. I have two teenagers that come and use that. I love that I mean, you can do a ton of things around here. It's flat. Everybody's out walking. They're walking their dogs. I walk my dogs every day in the community a couple times. Well, actually like 4 times a day, all the time. I'm always out. And then I just started a yoga class. So we're doing a yoga group on Sundays. That's kind of a beginning level class right now, but I think it'll evolve into more as we get more fit. So it's really exciting. It's out on the lawn, which I wasn't sure about, but I really actually love it because as long as it's not thunder and lightning, it's just beautiful. You can hear the fountain, you hear the birds, they fly overhead. It's really awesome and a great group of people. That's the wonderful thing, is that the people come in here with a great attitude and they want to learn and they want to get more fit. And you see them all over the place walking around doing their thing. And I think that Mosaic really encourages that. So that's awesome. I like the happy hour because I think a lot of new people to the area actually will come to that and then they meet friends that way. I haven't gone to the exercise on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and they're doing aqua aerobics now, but I think that that's another great way to meet people. I really do. And then, well, I've done the painting classes. I really like those too. They're really super fun. Caroline always supports us with goodies and wine. But there's lots to do. I mean, there's actually something for everyone here. You know, no matter what you want to do. There's, I've gone to bingo, bunco. A lot of people come and go out of those groups, but they meet people like them that they can do things with, which is a really neat thing about the neighborhood. I think most people kind of can come in and find their group and their groove, you know, where they want to be. And, you know, I feel like if I needed something, like if I was at home and I needed something silly like a cup of sugar, I could knock on my neighbor's door. Or if I needed, oh my gosh, if something bad happened, I needed help with it, I could easily, you know, go to a neighbor and any one of them or many of them would help me. So I think that's a cool thing about the community here. It really is nice. And you meet people when you're walking around, you know, you meet lots of people gather in little groups and chat, their dogs talking to each other, and it's a pretty cool place.